Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. And so today we are going to be continuing on with the next part of Through the Maelstrom. Now, I know I have not been able to do much recently. A lot's been going on, a lot of overtime at work, but finally I get some days off so I can actually relax and recharge. So I thought, why not? So we're actually going to be picking up exactly where we left off here through the Maelstrom. And if you remember last time, we ended up being with the we were with the Domans as they went to appeal to the Syndicate, asking if the Domans could remain here for a little while after they fled from the failed rebellion in Doma. And of course, they couldn't really help out, which I find a little strange because Nanamo is the Sultana. She's basically the queen of all of Ul'dah, so yeah, I have no idea why why she couldn't overrule all that on her own, but hey, what can you do? I mean, I'm not going to pretend I understand everything about politics and everything. I try my best, but, well, we're picking up exactly where we left off. The Domans had just been rejected for their plea for asylum, so here we are upon the Royal Promenade, and we're going to be speaking with Reborn and the others and see what else we can do for the Domans. I'm sure you can see where this is going, so okay, so let's go ahead and pick up where we left off. So we have Claire back here, and she's looking so cute as always. And so many people around all the time. So many. Okay, so here we are. We just finished talking with everyone. So let's see what Reborn has to say. Promises to keep. Reborn would like to discuss how to handle the Doman refugees. As you observe, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Now that's certainly true. He's a jerk. Oft have I wondered how a man so skilled at weighing the worth of things could be so incapable of seeing the value in people. But I will waste no more words on him, not when the Domans are yet in need of aid. Everyone follow me to the Hall of Flames. I always loved Reborn. He's such a great guy. Because he really understands like the struggles of the common man. I mean, he had such a traumatic like backstory himself because he grew up basically with King Theodoric and Alamigo pretty much crucifying and being a tyrant over his people. He had to fight and work like kind of as like a sellsword for a while. Like during the rebellion, he had to flee when the rebellion failed and when Garlemald took over. And by the time he escaped to Eorzea, like he reached like the very borders of Thanalan before he was captured, accused of being a spy for Garlemald, and then hauled off to the Colosseum to die on the Blood Sands. And he's basically spent years trapped in the Colosseum having to fight for his life. So yeah, I feel so bad for him because he just had such rotten luck. Like, he had such a traumatic background. It's a wonder he made it this far. It's a miracle he made it this far, but hey, I mean, he's just a stubborn old bull, I guess. Okay, here we are at the Hall of Flame. The galleon is no place for my people, for any people to call home. This cannot continue. Is there naught we can do to earn the approval of these Uldahns? Good luck with that, buddy. We do not wish to live by the grace of others. We want to work. We want to contribute. Oh, yeah, I get that, but mayhap I should have considered the likelihood of failure more deeply beforehand. Yeah, you should have, Alfie. I will not deny that certain proportions of the refugee populations have been a burden on the Sultanate, but I take issue with my counterparts' contention that they account for the majority. In this they are plainly mistaken. Even so, we must not think ill of them for wishing to protect our great nation. He seems like such a nice guy here, and that bugs me! The Syndicate has spoken. I see no point in moving the matter be reconsidered. The Monitorists have made their position clear. Agreed. Ul'dah is not an option. Nor are Limsa Lomensa and Gridania, I judge, given the state of their internal affairs. Which leaves our Doman friends confined to a ship. Gods, the thought of them huddled in an airless hold with no hope of better treatment. Would that I had more time to find an alternative, a place not bound by the concerns of the great nations. Really, Alfie? The answer's right there in front of you. Minfilia? This is precisely what I wish to discuss. I understand the Syndicate's decision, I do. We all wish to preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultanate to accept us for a limited time? A week, mayhap, or even just a few days? Excellent! I shall keep you informed. Lady Ugiri, I have a proposal, if you would hear it. Out with it, Master Alphino. The headquarters of my order, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, stands in a place called the Revenant's Toll, an outpost in Mor Dhona. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other men of action, and lacks the comforts of more well-established settlements. However, the leaders of Revenant's Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands. Hard labor, least your doubt, would not save food and shelter by way of reward. Terms not unlike those of which you yourself propose, Lady Ugiri. Though I would not hear words said against our beloved Ul'dah, Revenant's Toll would offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. If they can accommodate us all, we shall gladly accept. Master Alphino, once again I find myself in your debt. Pray do not thank me, my lady. The life your people go to is one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you. And before that, there remains the matter of how they may safely be borne to Revenant's Toll, which will be no small feat, considering the distance and their present condition. That is a good point! Mayhap the Udon Adventurers Guild can be of assistance. Look for me there and not Claire. Lady Ugiri, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the Immortal Flames can provide. Well, somewhat of a happy ending for them. Now begins the long journey of getting everyone from here all the way up to Mor Dhona. Oh, what fun that will be. Oh, it's so good to see so many people about here. I was afraid that with such a big gap between Shadowbringers and Endwalker, there wasn't going to be many people around here. Yeah, but we're getting more and more people every day. It's just great, isn't it? So many new sprouts. There's sprouts everywhere. We are concerned that the Doman refugees may find the journey to Revenant's Toll too much to bear. Too long have they been sequestered aboard their ship, with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Momodi has kindly offered to accommodate the Domans until such time as they are ready to set out for Mor Dhona. Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. Well, that's nice of her. I love Momodi. She's great. What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is there aught the Immortal Flames can do? I fear that extends our mandate. Were it a smaller number, mayhap it would go unnoticed. But the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 Domans to Mor Dhona. When government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage the services of the 77 caravans on the Doman's behalf. Very well, we should begin contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. I so wanted to like this guy. After all that has befallen these good people, it is the least I can do. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in Ul'dah, my Lady Ugiri. And you in Revenant's Toll, my lord. Damn you, Square Enix! You made a later antagonist be such a good guy! Well, it sounds like we have all the work to do. Lady Agiri, let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangement, shall we? I will entrust the task of escorting our Doman friends to you, after you have rested your own road-weary legs, of course. What say you? I can't remember if that's what he said last time. Because it was so rare in these days that he would actually consider asking us, like, how we're feeling, or if we need a rest or anything. Okay, so... Okay. Oh, Momodi. You're great. I really do love you. Okay, let's move on to Yaguri's game. Alphino has a mind to send you to Vesper Bay. As we speak, the Domans prepare for departure at Vesper Bay, wherefrom they will be transported by carriage to Ul'dah. That said, it has all been decided rather suddenly, and it would not surprise me if the refugees require some assistance in coordinating their preparations. Claire, I would have you return to Vesper Bay and facilitate the process through tasks great and small. In short, whatever must needs be done, do it. Speak with a man named Hosen when you arrive. As Lady Yagiri tells it, he has been designated the leader of the first group. Okay. And of course, we're going back to Vesper Bay. I really hate Vesper Bay. I'm so tired of going back to Vesper Bay. Oh, seriously, Syndicate? Like, would it have killed you to put in, like, just one aetheryte crystal? That would have saved everyone the trouble. I know I could go straight from Limsa, but I'm lazy, so I'm just going to just fly there. Okay, so the footfalls and everything. Sometimes when I'm happy, I just start randomly singing, so if I do start doing that, or start humming or something like that, please don't pay any attention. Okay, but I really like the Domans, and oh, okay, I did not see that. We have the coachman. It's been too long, too goddamn long since I've traveled across Eorzea. Can't wait to take to the road again. I share your sentiments, my friend. So let's go ahead and help out the Domans here. And where are they again? Oh, okay, there they are. So we got a handful of them here. I like they're all dressed alike. Easy to tell them apart. Oh, I can smell their stench on the wind even here. Greetings. Alphino informed me that a scion would be arriving to help with the preparations. I'm honored to meet you, though shamed as well. A great warrior should not be tasked with such trivialities. Aye, I knew from a glance what manner of woman you were. I too have some skills at arms, as do many of our people. Pray forgive this trifle, but might I trouble you to help round up the children that have been given into my care? They are most adept at staying hidden from my sight, but perhaps your keen eyes will succeed where I have failed. You have my thanks, friend. Pray seek out my son Yozan. He can tell you more. Okay. That's a little bit different, I think. I'm trying to remember the last time I played through this, but I can't remember. It's been so long. But here's Yozan. Oh, hello there. I'm Yozan, son of Hozan. Love the naming. Will you be coming with us to Ul'dah? I hear we'll be traveling by horse-bird-drawn carriage. But don't you think they're queer? Giant birds that people ride like horses? I still want to try riding one, but... What's that? You're looking for the others? Oh, don't worry. I already told them to get ready for the carriages. I'll need your help, though. We were just finishing a game of hide-and-seek. 3 players are still in hiding, and since Lady Yagiri told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they're found. But Vesper Bay isn't that big, so I bet you can find them in no time. Right. Finding the kids in Vesper Bay. I have no... I don't remember. I have an idea where one is. Not in here, but it's definitely around this area. I think it was down this way, because I remember I had a hard time finding the last child. Yep, there's one. Okay. So who is this? This is a hiding child. Hey, you're not Yozan. Who are you? I'm Koharu. Claire Faye, eh? I didn't know anyone else was. Wait a minute. You're one of those, stallions, aren't you? No, scions. Scions. Then you must know Lady Yugiri, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide and seek, too. All right, it's almost time to go. And nice meeting you, Claire Faye. Oh, Koharu. Such a sweetie she is. And I have no clue where the others are, so, thinking here? No? Okay. Oh, okay. Wasn't expecting to see you here. How'd you find me? Bah, guess I need to practice some more. Maybe you're just good at this. I mean, the Garleans didn't find me. Yeah, if I remember, the kids were told to take hide-and-seek very seriously so that if the Garleans found them, then they could hide. I think one of them was in here? I think? No. Darn, I was so sure it would be in here. What was it? I don't remember. I really don't remember. I was so sure they were here. Okay, okay, so it's not around this part, so around this area. In here? Trying to remember. It's been what, like 4 years or something? Or like 6 years now that I think. Oh, okay. There they are. I do not remember this place at all. Are you playing? No fair. Yozan didn't say anything about adults. Huh? We get to ride a horse-pulled carriage? I don't know. It sounds scary. But if Yozan says it's safe, I'll go. I got tongue-tied right there. Okay. Ozan? Wonderful. All the children are accounted hide and seek. Ah, I see that you are curious. It's quite simple, really. Lady Yugiri thought it best that the children know what to do in case the Garleans found us. I should hope that those days are behind us, but I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we are prepared. Okay, so that was Yugiri's game. So, what's next? Why we adventure? At long last, Ozan and his group are ready to leave Vesper Bay. Okay, this is a little bit different. Mary serves me correctly, there were still a couple other quests. The first caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest at regular intervals. My family and I, including my stubborn old father, Homi, will be traveling at the lead carriage together with young Koharu, whom I believe you've already met. Though I understand the road to Ul'dah is regularly patrolled by your brass blades, it would give us great comfort if you would agree to accompany us on our journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you're ready to leave, please inform our coachman. Yeah, I remember. I remember that there was a quest to help pick up like some missing scales from like some like valuable armor, and then there was helping his father like try to get used to the idea of traveling by horsebird or by chocobo because they couldn't stand the smell of it. I guess they removed those particular quests. Yep, there's this guy here. So I remember he had the handkerchief. Fascinating creatures. Whence did they come? I guess they just skipped out the middle part there. These reports of a great beast on the road to Ul'dah are most troubling. Eager to be off, are you? Aye, well, I was meaning to have a word with ye about that. Running from the blades there, we might have a problem. Fierce-looking beastie's been sighted south of the bridge to Hammerley. Might as be someone's eyes are playing tricks on them, of course, but it don't pay to gamble in this business. Now, I know you can handle yourself in a fight, but this lot here's another story, so I was thinking you might go on ahead and have a quick look around, make sure this area's safe-like, and if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied the way is clear, meet us outside Horizon. The Blade's telling me the road's there safe, so I reckon we can make it that far on our own. Assuming the self-same bastards don't try to rob us, that is. Yeah, that's what they do. Grandfather is so lucky. These horse birds smell terrible. Well, they're giant birds. What do you expect? Oh, it's just so fluffy. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking of that moment in Despicable Me. It's like, it's so fluffy. I got a niece. I'm sorry. I highly doubt they put that in there like as an homage to Despicable Me, but if they did, kudos to you. I love it. Alright, so yeah, so we skipped over a couple little side quests there. I'm a little bit sad because I did enjoy the Doman quest line actually, but that's okay. I mean, it just means that we're moving on quickly. So I think around there it is. Okay, the destination. I think this was supposed to be a flying eyeball. At least I hope so. Usually I have a good memory with stuff like this. And Wandering Eye! Yep, that's it. It was an eyeball. My god, when that came up, when Fate Complete came up, it was like, oh, I already beat it with one blow? And it was like, no, wait, I didn't beat it yet. Okay, come on. Yay! Okay. So let's head back to Horizon. And we'll move back on from there. Oh wait, I remember what's coming next. Okay, that's great. I remember all this now. I must say, that was a surprisingly pleasant ride. Mayhap the journey to Revenant's Toll will not be so bad after all. Pleased me to see you well. Come, let the coachman know that we can continue onward to Ul'dah. Which do you think would win in a race? A horse or a horse bird? They have wings, so does that mean they can fly? And does that mean we can fly if we ride one? Yes and yes for that one. And as for mounts, I think they're all pretty much the same speed, so I don't think it would matter. So there was a beastie. Was being the operative word, eh? So we get to talk to them real quick before we take to the road again. Well fought, madam. Well fought. If only I was in better health, I should have been proud to stand at your side. Hey, my son no mind. He forgets that his Pay my son no mind. He forgets his responsibilities, procute acts of daring do. Be that as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doma, things would have been very different. How do you know? You barely know us! But we cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten. Lady Ugiri's kingsmen most of all. They fought fiercest, though they knew full well that it was in vain. That's strange there. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life, all this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? And kind father, to she who has given everything, we shall give her all. I'm not gonna lie, he's very cute. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do it without question. Ditch digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Revenant's Toll will grow and prosper by our hands. They just ran over their own grandfather. Well, Yozan did anyway. Hey, Miss Claire, Kohara and I want to know why you became an adventurer. Oh, really? I was just bored and a friend recommended this game to me. I don't like any of these particular answers because not for any of them. I did it because I wanted to have a good time. Yeah. Why not? To go whither the wild rose blooms. I mean, that's the most vague, so I take from it what you will. So, you like roses? I think I understand. I mean, they're nice and everything, but don't they grow in a lot of places? You just look so confused there. It's my turn now. Excuse me, Miss Claire. I've got a question. What's Revenant's Toll like? Is it pretty? It's a bustling outpost frequented by countless adventurers. Yeah, it's probably the nicest thing to say, because we really don't want to scare her because it is just outside an Imperial castrum. You mean there's a lot of people who are just as strong as you? Oh, I can't wait! Enough, Koharu. It's my turn again. Miss Claire, when I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? Again, you people barely know me. Okay. Buy weapons and armor from Rowena. She will eat you alive. I'd rather fight ferocious beasts every day than deal with Rowena, but yes, the first one's probably the best. Seek out new experiences and adventures. Of course, to be a better adventurer, you need to go adventuring! Yeah, you can't really have one without the other, can you? Alright, that's enough questions for Miss Claire. You really think that's going to be enough to stop them, buddy? You really think so? That's not fair. Why does Yozan get to ask 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. Kids, relax. You're going to be sharing a carriage ride the rest of the way to Ul'dah. I'm sure that you'll be asking all the questions you want. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? Oh my god, they're just too cute. And Claire, you are just too cute as well. I can't take it. Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice, Miss Claire. I won't forget it. Yeah, I mean, the characters... I'm gonna be an adventurer too. When we get to Remnant's Toll, let's make an adventurers guild for Domans. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Miss Claire and Lady Yugiri. Yeah, just like Miss Claire and Lady Yugiri. I mean, I know our characters are how we picture them to be, but I always think that my character, Claire, has been really good with kids. We could talk more about it in the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? Well, I can't say no now! I think she really does love kids. At least that's kind of how I always pictured her in my mind to be like. Aww, isn't that cute? So they're going to be sitting there, like, asking her, like, hundreds and hundreds of questions the whole way there. Thankfully, it's not going to be a very long way to Ul'dah. But then again, game logic. I mean, it could take, like, 2 days for all I know. Okay. Mind let Master Alvina, we're here. I need to stay with the birds. How many steps are there? 100? I'm going to count. It'd be good to sleep in a proper bed for a change, even if it's only for a night. Would you look at that? Yeah, it's very impressive from this angle. I bet they could keep out an entire legion with those walls. Yeah, they can. At least I think so, anyway. The 80 Sins of Sasimo. I actually did a video about this part of Ul'dah as well. Apparently that there was a princess who tried to overthrow the throne and like basically take control like from her sister or something. And basically her punishment was to walk up these steps every single day, like 88 times for 88 days. And by the end of it, she did it. I mean, she was able to complete the punishment they gave her, but she died at the end of it, unfortunately, which that had to sting. Like, she didn't die, like, in the middle of it. She still had to complete it before she was allowed to die. Harsh. Okay, though. Like, it's sad that we can't accompany them all the way to Mor Dhona. I think that would have been a cute little ride to, as there. But... okay, let's find Alphino. Okay. Alright, so where is he? I pray they do not grow too accustomed to this treatment. It is a welcome respite, to be sure, but a far cry from what we can expect in Revenant's Toll. That's true. We welcome your return, Mistress Faye. Has the first group already arrived? Wonderful! Pray inform Master Alphino at once. Claire, I take it the first group has arrived? Excellent. Is there aught else? No, I have matters well in hand here. You and Lady Yugiri should travel to Revenant's Toll forthwith. Alright, so he's going to take care of everything here for us. That's a nice change. Thank you for that. And we go and introduce the Domans to Minfilia. Okay, depart for Revenant's Toll without delay. This past time, Lady Yugiri met with the guild representatives in Revenant's Toll. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Thanalan which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the Doman delegations for the duration of the journey. Speak first with Slackborn upon your arrival. He is one with whom the Domans will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Yugiri to Minfilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting tie should stand the Domans in good stead for what is to come. Safe travels, Claire. We are ready to depart at your earliest convenience, but say the word and we shall follow. Yeah, I mean, I can't wait till she takes off that mask. I still remember when... this was before Ul'dah was added to the game, so this was way before Heaven's Word. Yeah, so... I guess they didn't want to spoil the surprise for us, so they kept her face covered the whole time, and now it's like it's like second nature of seeing Ul'dah in the city, like everywhere we go. I think that might be like the second most popular race to play, the Ul'dah. I mean, I don't blame them, it looks really cool, and if I started playing like around Heaven's Word came out, then I probably would be I would probably be an Ul'dah too. I'm just too lazy to use a Fantasia. And broke to use a Fantasia, now that I think of it. So this must be the esteemed Lady Yugiri and her associates. I greet you all as friends, and bid you welcome to the Toll. I hope you don't find our dearth of fineries off-putting. Poor though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit and camaraderie to spare. You see, race and creed don't enter into here. We welcome all sorts, provided they are willing to earn their keep, of course. We are no strangers to hard work, Master Slackborn. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence. Oh, not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand, I give the same speech to all new arrivals, and you needn't bow your head or call me master either. We are both frontier hands as far as I'm concerned. He's a great guy, too. As you wish, Slackborn. May this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. I guess I've yet to meet with the antecedent. Seven Hells, Claire, why are you wasting time with me? See them to the Rising Stones. He's a great guy, he really is. I don't care what anyone says. I like him. Told owes much to the generous contributions of the Elder Seer and the Antecedent. I know you were involved too, Claire. Gave the Moogles guard and their king what for, eh? Well done! At long last, we have an opportunity to prove our worth. You shan't regret this, madam. Sentries appear more than capable. Even so, it may be best to forbid people from venturing beyond the walls unescorted, for the time being at least. I don't think you need to worry about that. To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting with your leader. We shall join you at the Rising Stones anon. Oh boy. So I think that once the Domans are fully settled down, and I think... yeah, so I think right before we face our next primal, I think we'll go ahead and call it quits there, which should be soon. Eorzea may be a land of many cultures and creeds, I nevertheless suspect that the Domans will struggle to adapt. As in the case with the other distant lands, I have heard rumors of mysterious magics and martial arts. I dare not let credence to these tales, but I cannot help but hope that some are true. Oh, I'm sure they are. Especially when they learn about ninjutsu. I wonder what herbs and spices they use in Doma. Maybe there's something I could add to my special tonic. Again with the tonic. Oh, this little thing? It's nothing compared to what the Domans have endured. Then maybe you should put it down, then. So many youths these days fail to understand that it is the incumbent on everyone to help those in need. That's why it's so wonderful when young men like Corey Boulder rise to the occasion. He's not a bad guy, but... Did they really sail that half-rotted ship all the way from Othard? Isn't that dangerous? What if it had sprung a leak? Then they probably all would have drowned, simple as that. But I don't think they really had their pick of boat, Ul'dah. I think they just kind of took what they could and just set sail because they had no other options. Oh boy. I'm tired already. There's no use. Our attempts to reach the students of Baldesion continue to meet with failure. Rianji has explored other avenues of inquiry, but they too have yielded naught. We will persevere, of course, yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confirmation of that which we already know. How fare the Domans? I am given to understand you were kept quite busy in Vesper Bay. Well, not as busy as last time. Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unresolved. I should not blame you if you did, nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview. But be that as it may, I could not ignore the plight of these refugees, not when it was within our power to help them. Lady Yugiri is here? Please show her in. I should very much like to meet her. Oh boy, here we go. She's so polite. We have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing. Your answer pleases me beyond words, my lady. But are you quite certain? We have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. In the event that Revenant's toll could not accommodate us all, we would need to find alternative solutions. Should that come to pass, we shall find it together. As ever, it has been a pleasure, antecedent. Alas, we must take our leave, as the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require aught else, pray speak with Slapboard. Lady Yugiri? Claire? Okay. I am amazed that none here knew of the War of Succession until we arrived. Have you truly heard naught of what has transpired? Nope, not till now. Maybe I worry over much. With so many able-bodied adventurers about, what beast could pose a threat? Yeah, I don't think you need to worry. I dare not give myself to hope in full, but for the first time in many moons, I am willing to do so. Lamine and I will take all the necessary preparations to ensure that our Doman friends feel at home upon their arrival. Though I must admit that I am still troubled about the matter of the missing crystals. Y'shtola should be returning anon with a report from the field. Mayhap you could wait here and speak with her upon her arrival? Ah, here it is! It's coming! Oh good, a voice cutscene.
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet. Which is to say the Ul'dah are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning a Ifrit with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what, pray tell?
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Ul'dah. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late.
Here it comes. Just let it sink in.
Oh gods. They mean to summon Leviathan?
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Ugh.
So convenient.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective. And there is the explanation.
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless ones. And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
Yeah, remember this little piece, people. This little side note's going to become a big thing later on in Shadowbringers.
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary? We have outstayed our welcome.
The gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
Well, what do you think happened?
You shared that vision, did you not? Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this.
Wow, and you're surprised.
But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
What a gentleman you are now, Thancred.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
Then, of course, she stands off to the
I
side.
take it something ill
on.
is afoot.
Aye, a Primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
Primal?
Lady, Y'shtola, come on. She doesn't know what these are.
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
It would be most welcome. When contending with a Primal, one can never have too many able allies. If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
And so Lady Yugiri joins the Scions. Well, not really, but she temporarily joins, like, as a ally. It's a shame. I think she would have been great if she joined the Scions completely, but hey, what can you do? Okay, so the next one is The Sea Rises, but I think we're going to cut it there right now. So in the next video, we are going to be paying a trip back to Limsa, and we're going to be fighting against Leviathan. I cannot wait for that. That's going to be awesome. So yeah, I think the next episode will probably be the last one of Through the Maelstrom. It's probably going to be the longest, so I hope you can bear with me until then. And once that's done, we'll move immediately on to 2.3, Defenders of Eorzea. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it, and hopefully you'll be looking forward to what comes next. So until next time, everyone, take care and have a great rest of your day. Once again, this is Fantasy Girl, and thanks for signing in. Bye-bye.